Happy Canada Day, Ruby. For those of you who don't know, Ruby is a dual citizen. She's a rescue from Texas. And it has been interesting to watch our cross-border challenges walk us down a road of reframing of a relationship between Canada and USA. And on this very nice and sunny Canada Day, soon to be 4th of July, south of the border, maybe a moment to reflect on what it means to do business with each other. And Canadian companies have been heavily reliant on our American counterparts and our American neighbors for business forever, as long as there's been a country. And other than that little squabble in 1812, we've had a pretty good, context for our relationship. This last 6 months has been curious. A lot of what we would consider norms have been shaken up. A lot of what we would consider typical ways of doing business have been shaken up. And unfortunately, a lot of that American-Canadian synergy relationship has been disrupted. And some of that will go away. Some of that will not go away. And so we in Canada have taken a very Canadian-centric stance for all the right reasons. We are now thinking more about our domestic goods and how we're doing trade amongst our own interprovincial conversations, and that is for the best reasons. We need to do business with each other much better here in Canada, and that's something that a lot of companies are now facing as an opportunity, which turns our eye away from our partners south of the border. And that's unfortunate. I lived in the United States for 6 years, enjoyed my time working with Americans. I was a Canadian, never lost my citizenship. I'm still a Canadian. I was working there under a free trade agreement, the previous free trade agreement to CUSMA, or USMCA, depending on how you want to call it. And so it's been a very heart-wrenching conversation because I'm so familiar and friendly with the American way of doing business and how Canadians, may or may not do business in the same frame. However, we rely on each other. We will continue to rely on each other, so that doesn't change. This disruption of relationship is going to stick around, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for everybody involved. So on this Happy Canada Day world, just thinking about that. Thinking about my American friends, thinking about the people that I've done business with over the years and how they approach this relationship with Canada. For a lot of Americans, we're weird and unknown. Not a lot of Americans, unless you live near the border, think about Canadians on a daily basis, other than the news, what's happened in the last little bit. And that's okay. We kind of get it. We kind of dig it a little bit when we're kind of an unknown. I was a bit of an anomaly in the States when I said that I was Canadian. Anyway, that's a different story for another day. But a lot of what's happening right now is reflecting on how this little girl from Texas is now living in Canada, flourishing in Canada, and that we want to have the same relationship with our American friends. So happy Canada Day, Canada. Happy 4th of July, America. Lots of things to think about in the coming weeks and months, but we really want to get back to whatever the new normal will be. But we certainly feel like having a much deeper, much more collegial relationship with our colleagues across the border is the right thing. Anyway, enough for today. Walking and talking with Ruby.